how do you go about setting your goals? I think it's really important for us to share with the audience some strategies for goal setting, especially with the new year fast approaching. So how do you set your individual goals?
So when setting my goals, I pretty much start with a big picture of what I want to accomplish. So going into 2021 now, of course, beginning of the year, I'm going to set goals for the year, but then I'm going to work a little bit backwards and see, okay, if I want to get to this place, what do I need to do to get there? And from there, continue to make smaller goals and then break those goals pretty much by quarter, just so it's a little bit more manageable. And then when I'm focusing on those smaller goals, just really visualize, manifest, eat, sleep, think. That's all I'm thinking about is those smaller goals that will play into a bigger picture. I also think, how I make my goals is being very aggressive. Like, I think a lot of times people make goals and they're very safe and, they're things that they can achieve. And I don't really know if that's really serving them. I try to make very, very aggressive goals, things that I don't even think I might not even meet them myself when I first start. I set out for it and really just push and challenge myself. And I think in doing so, I'm kind of able to unlock more and more of my potential. And I think same goes for everyone else. Like, yes, we're on this journey to find our purpose, but I think we're also on this life journey to find what is our full true potential. And we're only going to do that if we set really aggressive goals that really allow us to challenge ourselves and we're not afraid of that challenge.
I love that. I think for anybody that's wondering what Erin is talking about, if you guys want to look a little bit into it after, it's called reverse engineering. So that's where you start with a bigger goal and then work backwards. So thank you for that. I think that's really, really brilliant. And that's something that our audience can take away and use as they build their goals for 2021. We'll head over to Andrew. Andrew, how do you set your goals?
Similar to what Erin said, I like to work with like the end goal. So I try to visualize my end goal, what exactly I want to accomplish. And then, like she said, work backwards, right? So just setting smaller goals that are going to get me to that bigger goal. I also like to write my goals down. So I try to, on an everyday basis, wake up in the morning and just write down the goal that I want to achieve for that day or that week or that month. So I believe in like the power of writing things down, just so you can see it, kind of get it out of your mind, get it out of your thoughts, and put it on something tangible. Put it on paper that you can feel, and just release it and then go into action. So for me, I would say, just end vision, end goal, breaking it down into smaller goals, and then attacking it. Visualizing it, seeing it, feeling it, and kind of wearing that armored suit, putting it on before you actually get there. So that, for me, it's worked for me, and it's what I continue to do.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. I think there's also a book and a movie on Netflix called The Secret, because a lot of people here are talking about, manifestation, visualization, all of that. So for anybody who's interested in learning it a little bit more, The Secret is a great book and also a movie on Netflix you can check out for that. Abena, how do you go about setting your goals?
Hey guys. So I wanted to echo both what Andrew and Erin said too. So I'm like Erin, I'd say set really aggressive goals. And I think it's really important to kind of make sure that you are being accountable and you're actually looking at the big picture and doing everything that you imagine or everything that you want to do. So I definitely like to set really aggressive goals. And then I also like to always go back and break down each goal to make sure that they're actually attainable. So what I usually do is, like Andrew, I write them down, and I also put it somewhere where I can see it every day. So whether that be like when I'm brushing my teeth, I might have it on my counter or in my bedroom. It might be on my dresser, just somewhere that I know that I can just read my top 3 goals for that month every single day. And then it's always in the back of your mind. Whatever you're doing, you always have it. Again, I also set goals for kind of every part of my life. So I have different careers for my business, for my fitness, and those are the things that are important to me. And so doing that and revisiting for different aspects of your life is important. And it kind of makes you maintain this habit, and you kind of are ready to revisit at all times. So for example, I might set big goals for myself for the year, but then I have smaller ones that I set for the month. There might be ones that I set, in the morning just for what I want to do that day, and making sure that I'm accountable that way. And another thing that I'd say is being flexible. And what I mean by that is sometimes things change drastically and your goal may have to change. So I never stand like I have to do this exact thing. Sometimes it changes. COVID is a great example of that. a lot of things changed and were not possible the way that I wanted to. So I revisited and reimagined what that goal might look like from a different viewpoint.
Nice. Thank you so much. I just feel like you guys better have your pens and pencils out taking notes, because these guys are dropping gems. Like, take your notes, because these gems are everything. Thank you guys so much. We'll move over to Gavin. If you could just let us know how you set your goals.
Yeah, so for me, it was kind of different. More of like a long-term approach as a kid. My ultimate goal, I guess, dream was to be an Olympian. So for me, it came in stages. You know, I knew I wanted to get to the NCAA, so I knew that for sure was realistic, more attainable for me. So I worked towards that. You know, I was really disciplined enough, thank God, and you know, stayed away from the McDonald's and stuff like that to, to you know, be able to train very hard without eating any junk food, and you know, just focus on getting to the NCAA system, because I know once you get there, then you know it'll be you know, going against those competitions, then being top in the nation would like better your chance of becoming an Olympian and be top in the world. So I knew that was a little bit more realistic for me to get to that point. And once I get to the finals of the NCAA, I knew from there it was more of a realistic goal for me to get to the Olympic Games. And I took the same approach I took from NCAA, you know, going to Olympics to just do the necessary things to get to that point. So so yeah, I mean the timeline was a little bit longer than I expected, but you know what? Once I got to the 2012 Olympics, it was a dream came true, and you know, and I even set another goal for myself at that point to come out with a medal. So it was, for me, it was stages along the way, setting my goals.
Amazing, amazing. I think it's pretty incredible that the goals you set for yourself are not average goals. Like being an Olympian is definitely
You know what?
an amazing goal.
I really can't like say that it was something that I expected 100%, but I knew, you know, once you work hard, you're disciplined enough, the chances would be a little bit greater for me. So, and then, you know, I'm a little bit talented. I got a little Jamaican background, so who knows, right? So yeah.